FBI Director Kash Patel will face judicial committees of the U.S. Congress to answer questions on the agency's handling of Charlie Kirk's murder investigation. Patel will appear before the Senate and House committees on Tuesday and Wednesday. Kash Patel's appearance will be a high-stakes one as scrutiny increases around his leadership and capabilities to lead the FBI. Now, according to U.S. media reports, the FBI director has come under fire for his social media posts on a, quote, subject who was taken into custody, a claim that Patel backtracked from just a few hours later. The conduct during key hours of Kirk's murder has come into question from within the FBI and from major voices in the conservative circle. While allies of the U.S. president are raising questions on Patel's ability to lead the U.S. law enforcement agency, the FBI director still reportedly enjoys support from Donald Trump. White House Communications Director Stephen Chung defended Kash Patel and commended him for, quote, his resolve and dedication. Those who support Kash Patel are calling the criticism an act of political gamesmanship. But Patel's role as the head of the FBI has been under scrutiny since the moment he was appointed. More recently, Patel's role came into question after a reported fallout with U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi over how the White House administration handled Epstein file saga. The loopholes in investigating Charlie Kirk's murder has further increased the scrutiny. There's also speculation around Patel's ouster from the role. This only grew louder after it was announced that former Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is set to be sworn into a power-sharing role with Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino. Bailey was at one point of time Trump's top pick for the FBI chief's role. Let's now talk to our correspondent, Susan Teherani. She's now joining us live from New York. Susan, good to see you. Hi. There's a lot of talk regarding Andrew Bailey. There are people who are saying, or there are critics who are saying that he's the better replacement for Kash Patel. What are Americans saying about this, despite Kash Patel enjoying support from President Trump?
Right. The appointment of Andrew Bailey in this unprecedented position to sort of have this power-sharing position with Dan Bongino has raised questions on whether or not Kash Patel's days at the FBI are numbered. Now, the White House denies that. The FBI denies that. But under federal law, Andrew Bailey would have to work for the FBI under this position for 90 days before, if the FBI leadership position is vacant, before he can move on and become FBI director. Now, again, there's no indication that that's going to happen, but there are a lot of voices who are criticizing Patel. Patel was on Fox News just earlier this morning defending his tweet on X, saying that, you know, they had the suspect in custody, and then backtracking, he said that I wanted to be completely transparent with the American public. That's why I was giving real-time updates. Nonetheless, some are also weary about how Patel handled the Jeffrey Epstein file, despite before becoming FBI director saying that everything's going to be on the table. There's going to be a list out there and whatnot. So, you know, there's a lot of talk on whether or not he's the right person to lead. We're going to definitely see a lot of fireworks at that hearing on Capitol Hill tomorrow and Wednesday. But nonetheless, Patel continues to enjoy the president's support. And there are those that believe that he's the right person for the job. But as you mentioned, because Andrew Bailey is now in the picture and he was Trump's first pick to be FBI director, we're hearing these voices. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell indeed. Susan Teherani, we'll have to leave it there. Good to see you. Thank you.